You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hi, welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience. I'm Nancy McCann, and Ricky is here with me as well tonight.
Heyo.
And we're coming to you live from Comics Unlimited in Cleveland, Tennessee, where we will be doing a claim show. So we ask that you put the title and issue number of any item that you see that you would like to purchase. And we would be happy to put it aside for you to pick up here in the store if you're an in-store customer, or to accumulate to ship to you if you're not near enough to come pick them up. So let's see. Tonight we have some books like we normally do, things that have come in. We also have new product, but we also have, for the first time I think we've ever done this, we have a bunch of sets of comics, mostly superhero stuff from the 80s, and we will be selling them at very reasonable prices. So you can pick up a whole title that way. And we will get started in just a minute. Welcome back. So as I was saying before, we do accumulate stuff and ship all over the country. So if you haven't bought from us before, there will be a form that will scroll across the screen, and you can fill that out and send it in. And that way we'll know where to send your invoice. If you have bought from us before, we already have your information, and we will send you out a PayPal invoice over the weekend, and then ship when your box is full, unless you instruct us otherwise. So we normally ship out medium priority boxes to save money for you. I want to welcome everybody in. I see Wade is already here making comments.
Wade.
And Crystal, and who else was here?
Thomas, I believe.
Welcome, Thomas. Glad you're with us tonight.
What's up, Thomas?
And of course, our producer Jay is with us.
Jay.
Thank you for helping us already, Jay. We had a little bit of a problem coming into the studio, so that's why we're a little bit late today. But we're here now, so it's all good. So this is our official We're Not in San Diego show, because we're not. And it seems like the rest of the comic world is. But I had my time of going. I went to the San Diego Comic-Con from 1983 until just a few years ago. So I had quite a few years of going, and I love going to that show. It's gotten so big and out of control, though.
Yeah.
But this year, I guess it's going to be a little different because a lot of the studios have pulled out because they don't have movies to show previews of because of the strikes. So they're not going to have Hall H, and they're not having, big booths in the hall. So I don't know. A lot of comic fans seem to think that's going to be a good thing, but we'll wait and see what we get for reports from people that are actually there.
Ed is in the house. What's up, Ed?
Oh, yeah. Welcome in. And yeah. Okay, good. We're having some confusion about who broke what. I don't know. I'm usually pretty clumsy and break things, but I think I'm doing pretty good today. I shouldn't say that. I need to knock on something.
Oh, no, there's
we have no wood. No. Oh, okay. Cardboard counts, right? Right. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started showing some books, and then a little bit later we'll do our sets and our new product. Carlos isn't with us tonight because he's flying back home, so he couldn't be with us tonight. And Ashley is off for the weekend, so she's not with us tonight.
No alcohol, Wade.
No, we have no alcohol.
I'm not as fun as Carlos.
Actually, Carlos left us stuff in the fridge,
okay,
but no. Tonight it is Sprite Zero is my beverage of choice.
Hydration is good.
Yeah, it is always Carlos.
That's just a given. Hey, what's up, Dylan?
Yeah, welcome in, Dylan. Okay. I don't know where to start, so I'm gonna start here. For those that didn't see the intro, we're going to have comic sets. I have quite a bit of sets that came in a collection that we're going to be showing tonight at very reasonable prices. So hopefully you can pick up entire runs of stuff. And so I'll be showing those, and probably after the first break, we'll do some of those, and then we'll have after our big break, we'll have our new product, and then after that, I'll return to either separate books or sets, depending on how things are going. And no, there won't be any adult magazines tonight, Wade, so sorry about that. Oh, yes, thank you. Please do heart and share. Let your friends know.
Yeah.
So all of the folks that aren't at San Diego Comic-Con can hang out here.
You definitely want to come hang out with us. We're cool.
Are we really?
They're like, I'm gonna go see Todd McFarlane. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't compete with that.
Right, like with these, it's tough. Yeah. It's tough.
That's all right. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you. Yeah. Somebody's got to stick up for us. Ooh, all right. So I'm just going to start in with some of these books. First, I have an A-Force number 1A from 2015. And this one's running $10.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah.
All the ladies.
It has lots and lots of ladies. Age of Ultron number 2C. This is the 1 in 50 variant from 2017. I have trouble reading my writing. 2017. Okay. So that one's running $25.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's good. 1 in 50. Huh?
Yeah, 1 in 50. All new, all different Avengers. This is cover 1H in very fine. It's a 1 in 10 variant. And it's $4. And just
great.
Kind of awesome.
Right. Great.
It's like, yeah, I like that one. It's like a monster cover. Right. Really cool. With the fearful pedestrians down here. Yikes. Yeah, you wouldn't really want to see that. This is the all-new Captain America number 3, 1 in 10. It's cover D from 2015. This one's $8. Also sort of unusual.
Yeah, it's just like blue and white. That's cool.
Yeah. National Championship presented by AT&T. I have no idea what's going on with that, but that's okay.
They're like advertisement on the front.
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand, but all right. I remember when the book came out. I just don't remember what was happening there. One of the silliest and funniest books of all time from 1985. This is Ambush Bug number 1 in fine. And it is $6.
Nice.
These were like done by Giffen, and they're silly. But I always liked Ambush Bug. Number 2 in very fine is $8. Giant koala.
That's awesome. Koala who walks like a man.
He's scary though.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I don't know. And this is pretty cool. Number 3 in fine is $6. Little photo booth action.
Nice.
And number 4, and it's a 4-part series, so this is all 4 issues. Number 4 in very fine is $8.
Nice. There you go. Can complete your run.
You can get the whole set
of Ambush Bug.
But oddly enough, those are from 1985, but they're not in the collection. They didn't come from the collection of books that I just got today that were mostly from 1985. So we're going to have a lot of 1985 comics coming up later in the show. Which, I bought a lot of new comics in 1985. Right, so. I was, working in the store and had full access to buying them all the time. Sometimes I bought 2 of the same one because I couldn't remember which one I had. Those miniseries are tricky. I'd get like 1, 2, and 4, and then I'd be like, which one am I missing? I don't know. But because I saw them every day at the store, it was really hard to figure out which book to buy. So I don't know. After a while, I started carrying around little index cards with like what I need.
Start keeping all your lists of
But now people use like phone apps to keep track of that, and they have like a little database of what they have. It's so clever. because I can remember for over the years people coming in with index cards with one of those spirals holding it together.
Oh, right.
But I had one customer with the Rolodex on their hip, and they'd be like,
full Rolodex.
Yeah, and full on Rolodex, and then people with notebooks. There are a lot of notebooks, and
I'm surprised there's still a lot of people come in here with paper.
That's true.
Still,
we get a number of people to come in with like lists.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah. As long as you know what you got.
Right. That's all that matters.
Of course, we're usually pretty easy on people if they buy two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No worries.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. Angela, Asgard's Assassin, number 2A from 2015 and very fine is $8. Now that's a hairdo.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going for that.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, that's it. That's my reenactment of that cover.
A fan here, so it's like blowing in the.
Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, Annihilation Scourge, number 1 from 2020, and very fine is $6.50.
Jesus. The reenactment.
The reenactment of the cover. This one's more the sideways do. Oh, and I forgot one thing to tell you. We are taking requests, though. So if there's anything you're looking for, please let us know so that Ricky can go pull that stuff out when we go to commercial, and we'll have it for you. So just let us know if there's stuff you're looking for. We've been processing a lot of books the last couple of weeks, so we have quite a bit right now. But I can't say that we haven't gotten a lot of big case books in the last couple of weeks. It's mostly been bin books. But if there's stuff you need to fill in a collection, just let us know. We'll be glad to go run around and pull out stuff to show you. Okay, Ant-Man Wasp, number 1 from 2011. This was a 3-part series. So this is number 1, and it is running $10. That's cute, but you gotta be careful with those.
Yeah, well, like,
they're sharp.
Because at that size, that could impale you. Exile?
No, we have not gotten Exiles 3 in. Sorry. But we did get a Blue Beetle 1. This one's in very fine, $20.
Oh, nice. And grab it now because the movie's coming out.
Coming up.
What does that say? August 18th?
August 18th, so only a few weeks away. Oh, you're looking at
I'm looking at the poster.
Cheater.
Yeah.
He's acting all knowledgeable.
Yeah. Right.
But really, he's just able to read.
Yeah. Sometimes.
All that college education was working for something.
A little bit.
It is right around the corner.
Yes.
And number 2 is $8 and very fine. And I think I'll have some more in a set later in the show, too.
Alvin, Golden Rage 2 through 5.
I'm not familiar with Golden Rage.
What is the Golden Rage?
Alan's always looking for something interesting.
Yeah.
He probably turns me on to more books than anybody else.
Right.
Because he'll request something and I find out about it, and then I have to go find it. And if it's available.
Alvin is in the know.
He is in the know.
He's definitely
all the time.
Oh, Image.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. We'll take a look for that.
2 through 5.
Came out last year, and apparently I wasn't paying attention because it doesn't ring a bell with me at all. I'm sorry, creator folk.
There's so many titles.
That's funny, Wade. Wade says that Blue Beetle is sponsored by Volkswagen. Both are Beetles. Blue Beetle 3 in fine is $6. Oh, welcome, Kenneth. Glad you're joining us. And, of course, welcome, Alvin. If I didn't say that earlier, which I didn't. I just launched right into your request. All right. Here's a few ratio variants for Conan the Barbarian that came out 2019. Number 7B and very fine is a 1 in 25 variant and is going for $4.
Well, looks like we
Number 8B in very fine is a 1 in 25 is $12. And number 5B in fine, 1 in 25 is $6 and has a cool octopus on the cover. And for those who shop in the store, we just relocated our jungle bin, including all our Conans and Tarzans, to a new location, which we'll be glad to disclose to you upon your arrival if you're looking for such a thing. Because we do, in fact, have like a whole long box of just jungle comics. Some of them old ones, some of them Conans, and some of them Red Sonjas, you know, stuff like that. But we have quite a bit. We have some Golden Rage. Is this all that was in there? Because that's not a set.
No, that was all those. He was looking for. There's number 1, but there's 2 through 5.
No, but
I'm sorry.
These are both number 2s. Was there a 3 in there?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. So what we have on Golden Rage is number 2 is $4. This is another number 2, so I guess it must be a variant. Also $4. Virgin variant. Okay. And then we don't have number 3. Number 4 is $4. And number 5 is $4. And Thomas, that would be a no on the Tales of Suspense 77. We have not gotten one of those in. But I would like to get one in. So if anybody has one they want to sell, come on by. Because, yeah, we never know what's going to come in. But that book has not. So let me know if you need these, Alvin. Actually, I think I'll send them here. Yeah. So they didn't get mixed in. Yeah. Oh, he'll take them all. Alvin for the big purchase. Yay.
Good,
Thank
good
you,
Alvin. These look pretty.
There's probably something going on, or he heard it was a really good book. That's possible too. Is there something you've heard about this, Alvin, or is it just a really good book? All right. Eternals number 1 from 1985 and very fine is $10. Number 2 in fine is $7. Okay. This is a Justice League number 75 cover from 2022. This is the team variant cover, which is one of the ones that you had to jump through hoops to be able to purchase as a retail store. And we got this one in, and it's $15. Oh, excellent, Alan. He picked up number 1, and he just wanted to get the rest. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Marvel Age Annual number 1 and very good is $6 and it's not a comic, it's a book about comics, but it has a ton of different creators featured in this one. It says it does say it has an all-new 25-page epic by a legion of Marvel's top writers and artists starring everyone. So as you can see, the cover's kind of got everyone on it too. I mean, I'm seeing Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, and She-Hulk and thing, and most of the X-Men, they're all in there. So that one's $6. Ooh, it's already break time. So we're going to go on a little break, and when we come back, we'll show more comics.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
welcome back. Friday Night Live on the Experience. So now we are going to show some sets of comics. And I did these a little differently. The way I did them is I didn't grade each book, but I did look at all of the comics, and this whole collection is like all like fine or better. A lot of them are really nice, high grade books, but I didn't see anything that was below fine. So what I did is I priced them all at fine, and then took money off of that. So these should be a good deal if they're what you're looking for. So first off, I have West Coast Avengers, the 4-issue series. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these actually came out in 1984. And I'm asking $25 for those.
Good year, 1984.
Were you born in 1984? Yeah, I was a grown-up working at a comic store in 1984. But anyway, this is a 4-issue series. And like I said, $25 for all 4.
And you complete your run, just bam.
You can just
Right
get the whole thing.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. And this is a 6-issue series. So this is 1 through 6. And I'm asking $25 for that. Very popular series when it came out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And who remembers the New Universe? It was a pretty big deal in 1986. There were quite a few titles. I think there were like 6 or 8 different titles. But this is one of them. This is a Mark Hazard Merc. This is issue 1 through 5, and asking $8 for it.
So what was the deal with the New Universe?
Well, they introduced this whole new universe idea, and it was all different new characters that had not been in the Marvel universe, and it was like its own universe.
Okay.
And it
Very cool.
all of them interacted through different titles, and it lasted for a while, like I don't know, maybe a couple of years. DP7 was very popular. I have some of those coming up, so anybody who doesn't have them wants to try them. It's not. Let's see if it's in this pile. No, it's in the next pile. But okay, yeah. This is a popular series. This is Gargoyle from 1985, number 1 through 4, and I'm asking $20 for them.
That looks cool. That's a cool cover.
Did you ever read these? These were pretty fun.
That looks awesome.
So that's 1 through 4.
Nice.
This is a 4-issue limited series of Machine Man, 1 through 4, 1984, $15. Iceman 4-issue series. This one's $20.
That's cool. Iceman's cool.
Did you ever read these?
Later ones. But
Later ones, not these?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. And this also was really good. This is a Hawkeye 1 through 4 from 1983. So this is volume 1 of Hawkeye, and it's $35.
That would be a good grab, y'all. Hawkeye has been very popular.
I'm pretty sure if we don't sell them tonight, somebody will come
for
to
sure.
the store. All right. Welcome, Dreamer.
Hey, what's up, Dreamer?
Okay, this is a run of Blue Devil. And it's number 1 through 30. And the annual. And these started coming out in 1985. They're valued at, in fine condition, they're valued at over $200. But I'm asking $100 for these. So if you don't own Blue Devil and you would like to own Blue Devil, there you go.
Nice, complete run.
$100. I don't know if that's a complete run,
close.
but it's 1 through 30 on
1
the
through 30.
annual.
There you go. Hawkeye.
Thomas is claiming the Hawkeye. That is a good grab.
Yeah, that's definitely
Okay, so that's for you, Thomas.
good one to have.
Okay. 1986 Strike Force Moratori, 1 through 15. We Who Are About to Die, Strike Force Moratori. There you go.
Nice.
$15 for all 15, so $1 a piece. But you can read the whole story. This also may not be the entire story. I think there's more than 15. But anyway,
But
you can get the first 15.
you're starting. I mean, yeah, you're getting a good
run on it.
run of it.
All right. And for all you robot fans, we have Star Years, 4-issue series. This is the complete limited series, 1 through 4, $20.
Whoa, that's cool. Star Years, man.
You don't remember that one?
No, I have not seen that one.
About to show these to Carlos. When
Yeah, I
he's
was gonna
back.
say that's like
He might want
robot stuff right up his eye.
We do have a bunch of Transformers comics tonight,
You know,
so here's your chance to
missing out.
grab them while
But yeah,
Carlos is on the
you get
airplane
'em.
somewhere.
Grab them all.
Can you take those and
Yes.
set them somewhere? Thank you. Let's see what else we got. Oh goodness. Sorry, folks. Here is another run of comics Power Pack from, yes, 1 through 35. These also have a value at fine condition of over $200. But if you're looking for 1 through 35 of Power Pack, I'm asking $100 for them.
Yeah.
All right.
Power Pack.
We have to get some treasury bags. The bag goes up.
Yeah, right.
I just didn't have them handy, so brought them out loose. And next up, we have Man of Steel from 1986. It features issue 1, cover B, newsstand copy. 2, 3, and 4 are direct market. 5 is a newsstand copy. 6 is a direct market copy. So it's kind of a little bit of a mixed set. But 1 through 6, $10. And that's a complete story.
Nice. Thomas would like to be Man of Steel.
You got it.
Another good grab.
Those are for
Get
you,
your
Thomas.
Superman.
And look, it'll fill up his box so that I can ship it to him. But you still got more room. You're okay. Squadron Supreme from 1985. This is issue 1 through 4. And I'm asking $5 for those. It's a 12-issue series, but I just have 1 through 4. Here's some more New Universe. We have Psy-Force 1 through 4 from 1986, $5. Star Brand came out in 86, 87, and $5 for those.
Oh, nice, Wade.
I think he means he still has them, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Wade
so.
still has his,
Yes. Hang on to those, Wade.
yeah. Night Mask 1 through 5 from 1986, $10. Justice 1 through 5 from 1987, $5. And the aforementioned really good series DP7 1 through 5 from 1987, $8.
There you go. Get your DP7. So what was that one about? ish.
I don't remember, but
Maybe Alvin. Alvin enlightened us in the comments.
yeah. I think it had to do with them having, superpowers, but I
Yeah.
just don't remember what the powers were.
Right.
But obviously, it was an interesting group of individuals.
Right, definitely.
Especially the giant hairy guy.
Yeah.
And wearing like a robe. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Okay. Here's another series that was very popular from 1985. Nightcrawler 1 through 4, 4-issue limited series. $20.
Nice. Nightcrawler's cool.
Yeah, this was a good one too.
Yeah, really popular actually.
Superman: The Secret Years. So this was also a 4-part miniseries, and this is 1 through 4, $5. Beauty and the Beast, 1 through 4. This is a 4-issue series, so it's the full set, $10. We got some crazy weather going on outside.
Yeah, I was just saying, almost sounded like it was raining.
Yeah, it's raining again really hard. We have had so much like thunder and lightning and rain and stuff this week, but we're coming in on a dry spell like the next week. But yesterday, the sky was so dark that the entire city of Cleveland looked like nighttime at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it did.
And then we got some like crazy thunder and lightning.
Yeah, it was wild.
But you hear thundering at your place,
must
Crystal?
be somewhere.
Well, very good. And I'm sure we will too. So if we lose you or you lose us, it's going to be because the power went out. But we'll do everything we can to get back on. But I think we'll be okay. The last few storms, have been pretty severe, and we haven't lost power. Ironically, we lost power in the middle of the day the other day, and it wasn't weather related. They were working on the pole across the street, and we could look out the window and see them, and then they were like, "Oops,"
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I don't. I'm just kidding. They didn't say "oops."
Oh, you guys are knock on that cardboard.
Yeah, I'm
again.
knocking on some
really.
cardboard. Yeah, it's you just never know around here though, because our weather's so interesting.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Which I like a lot better than being in California, where it was always 72 and sunny. It just wasn't that interesting. Here, you just every day it's like you don't know what you're gonna face. Makes you feel more alive,
That sucks, man. 72 and sunny every day.
I know.
So terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
When you first are there, you're like, this is like heaven.
Yeah.
But then after like 10 years of that, you're like, this is boring.
Can we get some rain?
It never rains. It never snows.
I know.
Thunderstorms are very few and far between there. Although one time we had a bad thunderstorm while I was on the 5 freeway passing Disneyland, and they were doing fireworks at the same time. It was very spectacular.
Nice.
Red Tornado. This is a full set of 1 through 4 from 1985. This one's $10.
Speaking of weather, Red Tornado.
Yeah, there you go. We don't want to talk about that.
No good.
That's our least favorite thing.
Yeah.
Here
it is. It can get scary.
And the storm we had yesterday, I guess, or the day before, did spawn some, but not here in North Carolina.
Because I was thinking it looked kind of like it could, and the temperature and all that was kind of the right range.
Well, it's been very, very hot here, just like it has been all over the country.
Yeah.
It's been all in the 90s, and I keep going out to my car, and it'll be like 113. But yesterday, when that storm came in, I went down to drive down to Chattanooga, and when I left here, it was 91, and when I came back, it was 74.
Yeah, it dropped.
So in like an hour, the temperature just went boom down, and I'm happy. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it was better.
It is better. I do like that. All right. Now here's a big set. If you don't have them, this would be a great deal. West Coast Avengers. And this is from 1985, 86. This is issues 1 through 20 plus the annual. So these in fine condition are worth over $135. And I'm asking $75 for them. So if you don't already have them, this is a great deal.
Yeah, great deal.
Because these books are actually really nice. You know, I a lot of them are near mint. Some are very fine, and a few are fine. I really didn't see anything that was less than fine. So that would be a good set.
Nice.
Good set if you don't have them.
Yeah, definitely jump on it. Don't sleep on it.
Oy. All right. And I think this might be the last one. Yep. Only one more set for tonight. And this is an oft requested set. DC Who's Who. This is the definitive directory of the DC Universe from 1985. So it's kind of cool because you can see what everything that happened, like kind of in the pre-crisis time period of like how, you know, exactly what characters were in the DC Universe. So this is a complete set of 1 through 26. And in fine condition, they're going for over $120. And I'm asking $75 for these. But it has the whole set. So, and they're alphabetical. Like the first one starts with A, and it goes all the way through to it goes through to Zyklon. But then it has like some extra characters out at the end. So I'm guessing that over the course of the 2 years it took them to put these out, they had added some characters, including Angel and the Ape, Captain X, Guy Gardner. Well, some of these characters are old. I don't know. They must have skipped them inadvertently, and then they at the end they just like threw them in on the last issue. I find that interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it covers like pretty much everybody. And so if you don't have these, it's kind of an interesting thing to go through and look through, you know, just to get an idea of what it was like back then. And it has all their stats and drawings of them, and it's all very cool.
Nice.
So anyway, $75 for that whole set.
History there.
Yeah. Okay, so that was all the sets that I had tonight. So if you get to thinking about it and you decide there's one of those you want, just ask for it and we'll pull it back out, show it to you again.
Definitely jump on some of those. Good pricing for runs like that.
And then I have some more single issues that are kind of keys from that time period that I should have ready for next week. I just didn't get them all done today because, you know, there's only so much time in the day.
Right.
And like, I don't know, 9 o'clock always sneaks up on me for some reason. It's like, you know, I always come in a little later on Friday because it's such a long day for me being here all the way until 11 at night.
Yeah.
And so I had to take my husband to physical therapy this morning. That's always an adventure. And then, you know, and so I took my time coming in, but I still always like am hustling to try to get books graded in time for the show every week. But it's kind of good that we do the show. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't get nearly as much done because, you know, I wouldn't have that motivation. Okay. So next I have the first 5 issues of Fist of Khonshu Moon Knight from 1985. This is number 1 newsstand in fine, and it's $10.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And Moon Knight's been just a little hot this last year.
Moon Knight has definitely stayed very, very hot.
Number 2 from 1985 in near mint, $20.
Nice. I wonder, does anybody know, are they doing a second season or is Moon Knight coming back in anything?
I think they are.
So, yeah.
But who's to say right now with the strike going on?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Things could change.
That might change things.
Does anybody know if they've already shot a second season of Moon Knight? Haven't kept up with it.
Yeah.
I started watching and I haven't actually gotten through the first season. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I haven't. I did see tonight. Secret Invasion is on. It's on Hulu, but only the first 3 episodes, and then if you want to see the rest of it, you have to go on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of mean.
Right. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, Disney's starting to cut back on the number of shows. They canceled a bunch of shows that were in pre-production, where they were like, oh, well, maybe we just won't do that.
Right.
Which is too bad because, like, I like when they do some of the more unusual characters that don't usually get shows.
Yeah, for sure.
But they just, everybody's been cutting back. The whole industry has been having to do that.
Took Willow off. Oh, dang. Really?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they had a season. I don't know if they did 1 or 2 seasons of Willow on Disney Plus, and
then they just stopped.
I guess they're just like, no, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer when they don't end a story and they just leave you hanging. But that happens sometimes because they make like sudden decisions.
Right.
Okay, good. Thomas says he watched the first episode of Secret Invasion. He's looking forward to finishing Dead City. I haven't watched that. And I didn't start. I was going to watch Secret Invasion first episode tonight while I was working on the comics, but I just didn't. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think we're caught up now. It's a pretty good series.
I wanted to watch it when I wasn't working so I could actually pay closer attention.
Right.
Because sometimes when I'm working and I'm watching a show, I'm only halfway watching it. And I get confused and I get like almost all the way through the show. And then I'm like, who is that? And like, oh, I have to go back. But so instead I watch like cooking competition shows where you kind of can't you can miss stuff. It's all right. So I've been watching Cooks versus Cons. On Hulu.
Nice.
Yeah, which is kind of fun. What is a slow burn and different? The Secret Invasion
or Dead City?
Or Dead City? Yeah. Which one are we talking about? A bootleg of Iron Fist. Interesting. Secret Invasion.
It is, but it's good.
Well, why would he say that? Is it like just it takes a while to introduce all the characters? Or
well, I guess it's because it's more like spy, since it's like Nick Fury and the Skrulls can change shapes and stuff, so it's more like a spy-ish
rather than a straight up action.
Yeah, so those are always take a little more,
and I like that better than some of the other stuff. I tend to like detective and mystery, and I like Nick Fury.
Some
but
twists and stuff that go on with that.
But yeah, so I think that I would like to pay attention to it.
Yeah, you kind of got to
watch
with
everything.
that kind of, you do have to pay more attention than just here.
To figure it out. Sometimes they show stuff and you have to really pick it out in the background.
Right, type of deal.
Or else it doesn't make any sense. It's time for us to go on another break. When we come back, we'll have the new product and then we'll return to the vintage stuff. We're still taking requests, so please get them in if there's anything you're looking for. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hi, welcome back to Friday Night Live on the Experience. Okay, so we got a few new toys and definitely some new comics this week. We got in a Mr. Fantastic Marvel Select, and as usual, it's $29.99 for the Marvel Select. And let's see, we got in some Japanese toys this week. I don't pretend to know exactly what they are. Ramirez.
Looks like a fairy. So
Yeah, she's cute. She's $26.99. And we got in Diane Culture. She's pretty.
It's cute.
$29.99. Kind of big. King of Artists, the Manjiro Sano. What do you know about
What
this?
was that one from?
I don't know anything about it. $26.99.
No. Was that a one piece?
No.
Was it-
No. Oh no, it's Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, that's what it was. Tokyo Revengers.
We have almost 400 of these things.
Yeah. So
Yeah, in stock. So if
Please.
you or any of your friends or the kids of any of your friends are into Japanese manga and you need to get them something for Christmas, please hit us up.
yes.
We have a list available elsewhere online, and we can point you toward it if you contact us. So just send us a note through the Facebook or through our website, whichever you want to do. Just let us know if you're looking for anything, because we have hundreds of them.
Yes.
And this one is Demon Slayer.
Yes, Demon Slayer. If you come in, we will guide you through the section.
Yeah, it's $26.99.
For sure.
Yeah, Ricky knows quite a bit about the different shows and stuff and can help you pick out gifts
I
if
will
you're not knowledgeable.
look for the Uncanny X-Men 132.
We certainly will. Okay, also from Japan are these little coffin-shaped purses with a window in the front. And so they're called caskets and they're made for your Neandroid dolls.
Yeah, there's a certain series that.
But you can put any doll that's about 5 or 6 inches tall in there. And it has the strap, so it's like a shoulder bag. So you can wear it around, showing off your dolls. We've got it in this kind of burgundy brown color and then black. And they are $39.99 each. I mean, they're great for showing off your toys. I don't know. You can use it for a purse if you want people to see what you've got in your purse. When I worked at the airport, everybody had to carry clear purses, and I found out the secret was to have a smaller, cloth purse inside, so you could,
Right.
so people couldn't see how much money you were carrying around and stuff.
I'm sorry, no on the Uncanny.
No 132. Sorry about that. All right. So now the new comics this week. There was quite a bit, and we also got in a lot of restock on the Night Terrors, because our first shipment of Night Terrors comics got damaged, and it was almost the whole run.
Yeah.
Almost the whole week's worth of stuff was crushed. So all that stuff came back in. So if there's anything you missed, then
Wait, I'll check for you.
no, we don't have any Spider-Man 10s.
Spider-Man 10? No.
I know that for a fact.
Then.
That
was.
Yeah, it had a special appearance of a character, but I didn't order a ton of them, and we've had a number of requests for them after we ran out, and actually everything from I think number 7 and up is sold out. Yeah, and we just don't have them. So I'm sure they will be reprinting them, though. I think they already did a reprint of number 6 or 7. And they're going to work their way. Yeah. So eventually I would bet that they will reprint number 10 because there's so many people looking for it, and it's just not easy to find.
Let me.
Oh, hi, Dennis. Welcome. Yeah, we can take a peek and see if we have one.
I'll check for you, Dennis.
I know we have the new one. They just did a reprint of this year's, but he wants
Yes,
2021.
2021. Yeah. let me check.
Star Wars Rebellion #1. Just a new Star Wars title coming out this week. We have various covers, but this is the A cover. Blade #1 started this week, $4.99, and this is one of the variants. And this is like, and they call it a negative space variant. We have a couple other covers of that too. Crystal's like, you live, Dennis. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Dennis. But glad you're alive. This is a special edition Blue Beetle 1 for the movie. Coming out as $3.99. These are the neon variants for Darkest Hour. This is the Dawn of DC. Night Terrors #1, Darkest Hour variant cover. And I believe this is the one that got misprinted, and this is the corrected edition. It just came out, $5.99.
Dennis, we didn't have the 2021. We just had 2022 in the bin.
And we had
then
the new one.
The new one.
Oh, okay, Dennis. That's cool. Glad you watched.
Yay, Dennis.
We don't have any of those Uncanny X-Men in the 130s, do we?
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Make
anything.
too. We just don't have them. But check back with us because we buy collections all the time, so you just never know. But the Uncanny X-Men from that time period, we just haven't turned any up lately.
Yeah.
This is the Night Terror's First Blood 1 Darkest Hour variant cover. Just came out.
No problem. No
$7.99.
problem, Dennis. Yeah, those neon ones are really cool.
Night Terror's Wonder Woman #1. This is the A cover. And it's $4.99. Moon Knight City of the Dead #1 came out this week. So if you've been buying Moon Knight, you might not have caught that on Previews World, but you can go in and add it to your subscription or get it from us here. $4.99 for #1.
That one looks really cool.
And we have a variant of that coming up too. This is the facsimile edition of Wonder Woman War of the Gods. $4.99 for that. Yeah, it's a George Perez, another George Perez comic. Harley Quinn Black, White, and Redder #1 came out this week. This is the A cover, $4.99. Night Terror's Catwoman 1A, $4.99. Night Terror's Nightwing #1, $4.99. Night Terror's Punchline #1A, $4.99. $3.99, sorry. It's only $3.99. Save you $1 there.
Yeah.
Night Terror's Superman #1, $4.99. That's an A cover as well. If you're looking for variants, we do have them, so just check with us. Check with us later. Many of you bought Void Rivals #1 from us last month. This is Void Rivals #2. So this is that combined universe of G.I. Joe, Transformers, right?
Yep.
G.I. Joe Transformers.
Yeah, I've heard from several people that it's pretty good. So.
Yeah, we've been getting real positive feedback about the first issue.
Yep.
Second issue came in. There's 2 covers available. This is the A cover, and it's $3.99. And we also have the B cover, also $3.99. And Something is Killing the Children 31 came out this week. Still selling like hotcakes, and we've got all kinds of variants. This is the A cover, and it's $3.99.
I think there was like a shiny one.
There were 2 foil covers.
Okay, there you go.
They were regular covers. They weren't like ratio variants or anything.
Yeah.
They were just, you could order them. And I had customers that ordered them in advance, but I think we still have one of each of the foil ones out there on the shelf. Okay, now here are the variant covers, the ratio variant covers. On Void Rivals, #2, the 1 in 10 is $10. And the 1 in 25 is $15. Night Terror's Catwoman 1 in 25 is $25.
That one's wild.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Like,
going on
I know.
there.
She's like looking through you.
Yeah, it's scary. Night Terror's Nightwing 1 in 25, $25. And Night Terror's Superman 1 in 25. I think the coolest cover, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Got like a
So
lot of little
detailed.
detailed lines. Yeah, definitely.
I didn't really catch who the artist is on this. Oh, it's by Philia Bratkunen. I'm not familiar with this artist, but I like it. Anybody who puts that much detail into things is okay by my book.
Right.
Anyway, $25 for that one.
Maybe they will be making more DC covers in the future.
Probably. May take them a while though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not 5 covers a week.
Right.
Or anything. Okay. Moon Knight, City of the Dead one has a foil variant cover, and they are $10.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's very shiny.
Yeah, and his outfit is very shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, and then all the mummies behind him are pretty scary. Like them. So we have a couple of those left. All right. I believe that is all the new stuff. If there's anything you wanted to see that came out this week, we'd be glad to show it to you. Just let us know.
For Mr. Alvin.
Alvin is claiming a Moon Knight. That's awesome. That's for you, Alvin.
Good pickup. Yeah, the foil ones are just sweet.
These are all selling. The thing is, the Marvel program for foils has been just messed up, and retailers have been like stressing out about it because, for reasons that make no sense at all, they have been putting cover prices on them that are the same as what they're charging us for them, and it doesn't make any sense. So a lot of retailers just passed on buying them because they couldn't figure it out, and some just didn't get them on principle because it was so irritating. The whole process of ordering them was irritating. But I just ordered a few of each, but all of them have sold out so far because I had to go back to look to try to get one for someone, and it had already sold out. So they're selling out, but they just didn't print that many of them. And I just don't know what the idea of this program is, because it seems like one of those programs meant to not sell comics. It's like, let's do something so we can't sell any comics. Right. But then the ones that do get put out are very cool. So they're, so they're selling. And so, like I said, I've been buying them, even though I'm perplexed by the whole process. It's like, I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, so that's what's going on with that. The answer is I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm, doing the best I can, folks, And also anybody can order from us from Pullbox through Previews World. So even if you're not local to us here in Cleveland, it's like if you don't have a comic store near you, we're happy to help you out with your new comics. You can go on there and order whatever you like. They do sometimes offer the 1 in 25 ratio variants, but frequently they don't mark that that's what they are. They'll just show them as one of the selections for the variants. So sometimes we get in orders from people who really don't want to buy the premium variants, and we have to send them an offer. Yeah. It's kind of a problem. But if you are looking for the ratio variants, you can order them from us through Previews World, and then check with us outside of Previews World to make sure that we're actually going to qualify for them, because some titles we qualify and some titles we don't. So we will work with you to try to get what you want, but it's a kind of a complicated process, trying to take care of everybody. But we do fill books in the order in which they're ordered. So it's good that you go online and order. Like the Previews catalog usually drops like the end of the month, but you want to check a little bit before that for as soon as they put the electronic version up on Previews World, you can start ordering things. So please feel free to do that. And if you have questions or any issues, just let us know. But yeah, we're happy to fill your Previews World orders. If you don't have a place to get them from near you, or the store near you won't order things for you. I hear that from people a lot. Like, I shop at this store, but they won't order the comics I want. And it's like, that's weird. Like comic stores are supposed to order you what you want. So
Next door, but no.
yeah, no, I've
No.
and it's not unique to this area. It's
Yeah.
in California. I used to hear it all the time too. People would be like, "Yeah, I've been shopping at this store for 20 years, but every time I ask for something, they won't order it for me." I'm like, it's interesting business philosophy. I don't know. I'm of the philosophy is we do everything we can to order you what you want and everything we can to fill your order. So just let us know. Alrighty, I'm returning to those Fist of Khonshu Moon Knights I was showing before all the new product. And number 3 and very good is $2. We had number 1 and 2 that were not claimed also. Number 4 in fine is $4. And number 5 in fine is $5.50. Ouch.
Life-size Death Star? No. But you can buy the Lego set of Death Star, which is pretty large.
Pretty much we are restricted by what's actually offered in the previews world. So if they offer a life-size Death Star, we would order it for you.
And
now you'd have to put a big deposit down on it, though.
yeah, that would be a problem.
Delivery might be an issue.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it? Yes, they are Moon Knight Fists of Khonshu.
Yes.
And we have 1 through 5. So if you want any of those, just let us know. I can show them to you again. All right. Power Pack number 1. This is a lower grade copy than the one that was in the set. Number 1 and very good is $8. We also have a number 2 and very good that is $4. And a number 27 in fine that is $6. And guest stars Wolverine. Because, you know, back in 1985, Wolverine was in a comic. It sold like twice as good well as if Wolverine wasn't in a comic. And they wore that out after about a year of him guest starring in like every comic. that like after a while people were like, oh, Wolverine, he's in that comic. Oh, okay, well maybe I don't have to buy that. But like for a while people were trying to buy all the appearances of Wolverine, and like he just started being every single comic, even if it was only vaguely related to mutants.
Right. Right. We're gonna put him in this world where he doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Comic. Comic.
That's the name of it.
Yeah.
A world where he does not belong.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah. I think about writing that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sectars, Warrior of the Symbion, number 1 from 1985 in fine is $4.75.
That's wild.
This is the premiere issue.
Yeah.
Texiera. Interesting. You had these toys as a kid? That's
Nice.
cool. I'm pretty sure the toys came first in this case, but I'm not sure. Number 2 in very fine is $6.50.
Should have held on to the toys. They might have.
Yeah, the toys are probably pretty valuable
or something.
because we don't get those in very
Right.
often. I see an insect ripoff of Thundercats.
Those in Boglin.
What's a
I
boglin?
did not know.
Is
the
boglin
are-
another insect adventure? Hand puppet. It's a insect hand puppet. You know, I learn something new every day.
Right.
I have to say, there's just a lot out there. Hand puppet. Nobody has brought me a boglin that I know of.
Especially with Jay. We learn a lot with Jay.
Yeah, it's true. Jay is a font of information. I see Austin's with us again tonight.
Hey,
Thank you for
Austin.
joining us. Please let us know if there's anything you're looking for. All right. Sergeant Rock, number 418 from 1987 and very good is $2.50. Interesting cover.
Oh, he's saying the creator of
Oh, yes. You know what? I have seen that before.
That's great.
I wonder if we have some of those somewhere and we didn't know what they were. Like, we had a lot of toys that we bought back during the pandemic, I guess, a couple of years ago. We bought a lot of toys that were loose, that were from that time period. And at the time, we had to figure out what they were to price them. And so we would have, a lot of times I just knew because I was alive then. So like I would just be like, oh, that's this and this and this. But then now we have the wonderful Google Lens for that purpose. We can like take a picture and like the internets will tell us like what character it is, and that helps a lot in identifying things. But that looks familiar. We had one that was yellow, I think, that looked like that, but I didn't know what it was at the time, so I'm not sure if we eventually put out and sold it or if I have it somewhere. But I'll be looking for it because Jay says it's making a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
Very good. You have too many of those, Austin? You have a collection of Boglins?
Boglin collection.
That must be scary looking. They're kind of gruesome looking. But okay, whatever floats your boat. And we all have nostalgia for toys we had when we were younger.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody has their stuff.
Yeah.
My husband, it was the most recently, it was the creepy crawler type mold. The molds where you put the goo in and you bake them.
Oh, yeah,
and he makes things. Well, he collected so many of the different. They had made them for girls that made flowers. They made the bug ones, but they made like tons of different ones. And he collected a whole bunch of those in the original boxes, and then just all these molds. And so he got super into that because that was like one of the things he had as a kid.
Right.
My brother had them too, and that was like their nostalgia thing.
Scare the cats.
Oh, scare the cats with that. I bet that would scare the cats.
Great. Yeah.
I scared the cat accidentally with a zucchini the other day. Remember when I got to be like an internet thing to like scare your cat with a cucumber?
Right.
But then, it's really cruel. And sometimes cats can have little heart attacks. It's so sad.
Seeing how, yeah. Yes, Jay.
Yeah. And parents throw away toys.
That's the thing.
And that's why the old ones are worth so much. My brother was an unusual kid. He collected Star Wars from the beginning, G.I. Joe from the beginning of the big dolls, because he was just the right age for that stuff. And but Star Wars came out when he was like 19, but he went and saw it at the movie theater like 27 times. Yeah. And so he bought all the toys. And then while he was in high school, he used to buy toys from the other guys that wanted money for date night. He would buy up their toys, and he never parted with any of his toys. He kept them his whole life, and he had so many cool toys. But most people, they move around a lot when they're kids. Yeah. Like my husband has no toys from his childhood because they moved around all the time, and his mom would just leave them behind or throw them away, and he just didn't get to keep any of it. And I think that's why he's obsessed with them now because like he doesn't have anything. I still have quite a few of the toys from when I was a kid. My parents were kind of hoarders of collectible stuff. My uncle was an antique dealer who dealt in automotive collectibles and advertising collectibles. Oh yeah. And he would do all the big shows like in Hershey and stuff, which goes on for like 2 weeks. It's like a humongous swap meet for like car parts and stuff. So he would do that. And so we kind of grew up with more of a saving stuff mentality. And then my brother got into trains and had trains hobby stores here in Cleveland. And so he just kept all that kind of stuff. My dad collected trains as well. So I always say there's like two kinds of people who collect stuff and people who don't. But like we always saved our stuff. But most kids don't get the chance to do that. And like I said, the parents don't understand why you'd want to keep it. Right. So when you get to a certain age, the only thing. They make
you give it away.
They make you give it away or sell it at a yard sale.
That's the painful one because then later you're like, oh.
Well, we did sell a lot of my toys when we moved here to Cleveland when I was like 14, and my parents were like, we need to sell stuff, so less stuff for the moving truck. And so I had the original Barbie camper, which is now worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. I mean, I was very careful with it, and I had all the accessories and everything, and it was the one that had the fold out pup tent thing, and those always got ripped because they were made out of just like a thin plastic. Mine was perfect. And we sold it at yard sale for $5. And it's like, if I could have that back. And I don't even really like Barbies, but like that Barbie camper was a gem, you know?
Yeah.
And it was the first one, so it was like really expensive now. And that we let go. And a bunch of my other toys, my doll houses and things all got sold. And then, like I said, my brother didn't sell any of his stuff, but he moved after we did. So he didn't have my parents pressuring him to get rid of the toys. But what he did lose as a kid was, my dad was a Texaco dealer and used to bring my brother all the Texaco trucks that every year the Texaco would send the dealers all these trucks. And so he had all these tanker trucks and stuff. And he used to play with them in the yard, and he kept them in the trunk of an old car that we had in the backyard. Because my dad was an auto dealer, so we had a lot of cars laying around. But he used to keep them in there and he'd play with them. And then one day my dad decided he was too old to play with trucks in the yard. He thought the neighbors would, think there was something wrong with him. Because he was a big kid. He was like 6 feet tall when he was 12. So my dad was like, they're going to think there's something wrong with him. So I'm getting rid of his trucks. And so he just got rid of all of them. And then my brother went and opened that trunk and there was nothing in there. He just like died. It was like horrible. It's like, And so that I think helped fuel my brother's toy collecting odyssey. I wouldn't know. He asked if you could cook meth in a creepy crawler oven. I have no experience with drugs at all.
Trying to be Breaking Bad?
I would have no idea what you could do in a creepy crawler thing. I don't want to know.
Messing with any
it's probably
of that
not a good idea.
It's not good for you.
And it's illegal.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Dragon Wheels, 1972. I remember these. My brother used to always get this comic.
Ooh, nice.
Because it featured all kinds of really cool cars at the time. And this one is number 54 and good. It's $3. So if you like cars, it's kind of a neat thing to collect.
Before Fast and the Furious, you read.
Oh, this is like the Wheels. 70s version of that. Right. Number 56 from 1972 and good is also $3.
Nice. That's cool.
I've always liked racing. I still like racing.
It is. It's fun.
My dad owned race cars when I was a kid, because in addition to his auto business, he liked to race stock cars. So he had one built, and he had a driver that used to like do most of his driving in the races. But so as a kid, we went all the time to watch, and
that's cool.
So I grew up with that. And then when NASCAR came along, and my dad and I would always watch that together and stuff. So that was kind of fun.
Any issues with the TCC?
I don't have any new issues of Ghosts this week, but I think I have a witching hour or two. So let's go on that stuff. Flintstones starring Dino, number 3 from 1973, and good is $2. And Fred is doing a bit of apple juggling, it looks like. I'm not sure what this is in the background. But, it's the Flintstones.
Yeah.
From Hanna-Barbera, the Hair Bear Bunch from 1972, in fair number 2, $3. I remember this. Do you ever see the Hair Bear Bunch?
I don't think so.
Before your time.
That's funny. No space icon.
Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse from 1969, number 121 in fair. It's $2. It's got a bit of staining up here, but still a good read. Wade watched the Hair Bear Bunch. Excellent.
It's a fair hair bear.
It is a fair hair bear bunch. It's a bunch of fair hair bears. Yeah. Oh, you got me
You're
there.
great, Jay.
Okay. Mickey Mouse and Pluto, number 125 from 1970 in fair, $4. It's not as funny when you say a fair
Right.
Mickey Mouse and Pluto.
Right, it's not the same.
Not as funny.
It doesn't hit the same.
Walt Disney's Moby Duck from 1970 and good. This one's $1.50. It's number 9. You don't see that as much anymore, but this was really a common thing when I was a kid. He's wearing a dunce cap.
Right.
He's got a D on the front for dunce, or maybe it's for duck,
We're done.
but it's a dunce cap because he's not smart. Look where he's digging on the shovel full of dirt. And I like how this perturbed look that he's giving him. Like what the heck are you doing?
Right. It's like those cartoons where they like shovel into one, the same person shovels it out, and they're going back and forth. And
Yeah, and getting nowhere.
Right.
Mm. It reminds me of my cousin Steve and I tried to dig to China. It was Connecticut and the ground was frozen. We didn't get very far. But we spent a whole day digging, but we started in a pile of dirt.
Right.
We made our way down to the frozen ground and couldn't really get that far.
No.
But we had fun. It's a great memory.
Have fun outside. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about that the other day, how like younger people have are confused as to why older people drank out of the garden hose.
Oh.
And I saw this meme where it's like the older person telling the younger person, because the younger person like, if you needed to drink, why didn't you drink out of the faucet? Why did you drink out of the garden hose? That makes no sense. And then the older person comes on and says, we weren't allowed in the house.
Right.
And that was pretty much true when I was a kid. We would get home from school and we just did not go in the house until dinner. And dinner was like at 5:30. And my neighbor had a boat business and they had a big bell on the outside near the door. And so when it got hit like 5:25, she'd ring that bell and every kid in our neighborhood went home. But like, you didn't go in the house. You couldn't just walk in the house anytime you wanted to because mom was busy cooking dinner. And it's just different than now. Now, like families don't always eat together and there isn't as much formality and kids can come in and out as they wish. And, so it's just a different time. But yeah, we had to drink out of the garden hose because we didn't have it.
Yes, Jay, you're right. You got to let the hose run.
Yeah, you got to let the hose run for a while before you can get in. No, Steve, we didn't make it to Taiwan. No, we didn't even make it into the ground that far. I think we dug about 6 inches into the ground. It was so frozen because it was winter.
It hit a spring. There you go.
Never eat shellfish by the garden hose.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but okay. You dug 6 feet down, hit springs, and the hole started filling with mud and water. Mom was not happy. Yeah, I could see that. She probably made you take all your clothes off in the garage. Don't come in the house with that mud. I used to hear that all the time. Right. My mom was really a neat freak. She kept the house perfect.
Flavor of the water?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, and welcome, all you folks chiming in. Steve and Adam. If you need anything, please let us know. We'll be glad to show you whatever. 6 feet is kind of a deep hole for kids. That's a pretty deep hole. That's success.
Why were you digging 6 feet, Ed? No,
well, yes. Why 6 feet? Something to get rid of, even as a kid. Creepy. Yeah.
That's right. Spray off with the hose.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah. So you got sprayed with the garden hose. Well, that worked too. Yeah. Yeah. Playing outside was fun though when I was a kid.
Just speaking.
Yeah, really. Just barely. Oh, all right. But I guess if you got in big trouble, everything was all set up.
Right.
Perfect. All right. Pink Panther, another great childhood memory of mine. Love these cartoons and went to see the movies too. 1972. This one, the bottom staple's detached. It's in fair. It's $2.50.
Nice. Yeah.
Speaking of drinking from
right
fountains.
From the fountain.
Well, that's interesting.
Those were good cartoons, though.
Oh, and this one's nice. This is from 1971. Popeye the Sailor, number 108, and very good. It's $6. For some reason, it's a collector's issue.
Right?
Don't know why. Story of Popeye from 1929 to 1971. There you go. So it's an old Charlton comic. Very nice. $6.
Oh, so they made you feel
Oh,
repair the hole. Don't.
so you had to fill the hole in before you could come in. That's rough. That's that, but fair.
What's that?
Because you don't want anybody falling in a 6-foot hole. Oh,
Yeah, you know.
you love the Popeye movie? Interesting. I don't think I ever saw it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. A long
But I mean, I used to watch the old
time ago. Like
cartoons when I was a
yeah.
kid, and they were awesome and very entertaining. Also, I saw this in the theater when it came out. Winnie the Pooh, 1978 and fair, number 9, $2.
Nice. Oh yeah, Robin Williams is Popeye. That's right.
Yeah, Robin Williams played Popeye in the more recent Popeye like live action movie, and I just never went to see it. Here's that Witching Hour. Witching Hour number 19 from 1972 and very good. It's $10. What evil haunts this house? What's she saying?
Nice.
Who's knocking? Is that you, Father?
Right.
It's not her father. Look. Ah!
Any
Pluto's? No. I think this is the only Popeye book I have this week.
Any Harlem Globetrotters?
We'll take a peek, but I don't think so.
would that
That'd be in all ages or media, but we have had some in the past, but I don't know that that we have any now, but we will check. So Witching Hour is $10 and very good. And I have a bunch more Witching Hours in the back that I haven't priced, so if you're thinking of collecting Witching Hours, let me know. All right. I'm going to start in on some Transformers. They're more than meets the eye. Yeah. Got a nice run of Transformers in. Number 5 and fine, $15. Number 6 and very fine, $15. Yes, Ed, we do have Night Terror's Catwoman. Can you pull me which covers we have so I can show those to him?
And sorry for Alvin.
No, on the Harlem Globetrotters, but I'll keep my eye out for those. I'm like, a light's hitting me in the eye. A car just pulled in the parking lot. That doesn't usually happen at 10:30 at night around here in Cleveland. Right. Like everything's closed around here. Transformers number 7 and fine is $6.50. Number 8. This is a harder to get issue. Number 8 in fine is $32. So we'll put that one up on the wall. Yes, we will. Okay. Number 9 in fine is $6.50. Number 10, very good, $8. Number 11 and very fine, $15. Number 12 and very good, $4. Number 13 and fine is $6.50.
And that's the Megatron gun that Carlos got.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 14 and fine is $6.50. I'm not sure what's going on with the band, but there you go. Number 15 and very fine, $10.25. Oh, here's those Night Terror Catwomans you're asking about, Ed. Then this is the A cover, $4.99. I believe this is the window shades cover, $5.99.
That one's pretty cool. It pops.
Yeah, the color's great. This one is the Corin Howell and Veronica Gandini variant. And this one is $5.99. And this is the Tula Lotte variant, $5.99. So that's that on the Catwomans. So let us know if you need any of those, Ed. or anyone else. Okay. He fell asleep. I don't blame you. It's when you work a lot, you get tired.
Yeah.
A cover for you. All right, he's got it for you. All right, Transformers 16 and fine is $6.50. Number 17, very fine, $10.25. Number 18 and fine, $6.50. Number 19 and very fine, $10.25. Mega Supreme. Sounds like something you'd buy at Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I'm taking a Mega Supreme, with no sour cream, please. Oh, you're welcome. Transformers number 20 and very fine, $15. And 21 and fine, $6.50. Number 22 and fine, $6.50. Ooh, and this is like the one with the special borders that they've done special stuff for. So these are kind of hard. A lot of people try to collect all of these, and this one's kind of a trickier one to get. Okay, Wade wants that Witching Hour, number 19. I think it's in this pile.
All right, I'll grab it for you, baby.
All right, so we're going to go on one more little break here, and then when we come back, I'll finish off the Transformers and show you some other stuff. Please make requests while we're away, and we'd be happy to pull more books for you. Back in just a second.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now. Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
back to Friday Night Live on the Experience. During the break, Wade was asking about IDW Transformers. I don't have any pulled out, but we do have a lot in the bin. There's a regular series and there's a lot of one-shots. So if there's something particular looking for, we can pull it over. Otherwise, just come on by and you can go through the bin, bring a list of what you need, because we do have quite a bit in the bin. But nothing came in new this week because all these books were from the 80s that came in. So most of them were from the 80s. So we have all just the old ones. Speaking of old things, we got in some Mortal Kombat toys came in this week. These are the really big super action figures. This one's running $30, and this one is $20. But we also got in some of the smaller on the card Mortal Kombat figures. I think there's one that's like one of the Shaolin.
Yeah, so one is Goro. That's the special.
Oh, we got Goro, who's a like it was a special edition figure.
Exclusive, 2007 exclusive.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage and Kano.
Okay, and Kano. Yeah. And so we have those, but they're up on the wall. So if you want to see them because you're interested in buying a mail order, we can get them down and show them to you. But otherwise, we do have them here in the store if you're local and want to come by. New trade paperbacks this week. Can you run around and see if there was anything? I didn't pull any. I know the Overstreet comic book price guide came out this week. And we do have the Avengers cover in stock if anyone needs an Overstreet price guide. But we might not have gotten anything trade-wise. I think we have a few coming in this next week because I noticed I've gotten a couple of boxes from Penguin Random House with future dates on them, but I just haven't opened them up. Ricky found one, so he'll be back in a minute with that.
I don't know if it's not a trade, but
it's a hardcover.
It's a hardcover, but it's
I don't see any over there that came in new.
Marvel.
Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah,
pretty neat.
This is a Marvel Comics a manga tribute hardcover, and it's $24.99, and it has a lot of really cool artwork in it. But it's like a collection of different, like, Japanese-inspired Marvel.
Was this one?
Yeah, like, here's Deadpool somewhere.
Yeah. Was this one?
No, I think,
okay.
I'll show it anyway. This, I think, came out previously, but I'm not, yeah, it's a collection of the Wolverine Snicked series. So, also a Japanese style. $19.99, and it's a collection of that series of comics. And that seems to be all we got for graphic novels this week. But of course, we can order anything that comes out. We just didn't get a whole lot, but I think we will have some next week because, like I said, we got some Penguin Random House boxes I haven't opened yet that are for next week, and they feel like they might be trades. So. Because I order a lot of trades from them. Okay, I'm going to finish off Transformers, and then I'm going to go back to some other stuff I have. Transformers 23 and fine is $6.50. Number 24 and fine is $9.50. Number 25 and fine is $6.50. Transformers Universe from 1986, number 1 and very good is $5. Number 2 and fine is $9. I always like these covers because of the bright colors they used.
Yeah, and then they stick out.
You could tell which issue was which. Number 3 and fine is $9.
Yeah, the characters stick out on the front. Right?
Yeah. And number 4 and fine is $7.25. So those are nice. All right. And that's it for the Transformers for this week. This is an Amazing Heroes magazine, number 15 from July 1985. And it's $3 and very good. And it contains a preview of Robotech in it. But it's a black and white magazine that was written about comic books. It features a Chris Claremont interview as well. As you can see, an X-Men cover. But it's like I said, it has a preview of Robotech in it. It's $3.
Yeah, the Carlos missing on the Go box.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, when he gets back, he's going to have to pay us a visit, and I will show him personally all of those Transformers and other robot stuff. Yeah, because I didn't know he wasn't going to be here tonight until, well, Ricky told me earlier he wasn't sure, but today was supposed to be the day he flew home, but I did get a message from him like shortly before the show started saying that he was going to be flying. So he's missing out on the show. I hope he gets back okay, because airlines have been having a lot of problems. And the saddest thing I think I read on the internet yesterday was that Diana Schutz, who is one of the best editors of comic books ever to work in the comic business, is being awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Eisner Awards tonight in San Diego Comic-Con. And she was going to fly down there to accept her award, and she wrote a speech and everything. And she went to the airport to fly out, and the airline that she was taking delayed her flight for like 6 hours, and then they eventually canceled it, and then there were no other flights that she could get. And she lives up like in the Pacific Northwest. And so she was trying to fly to San Diego, and like there just were no flights to San Diego. And so she went home. And I felt so bad for her. It's like you work a whole lifetime to get the Lifetime Achievement Award, and then she wasn't able to be there to accept it. Right. But she did say she was going to post her acceptance speech online so that people could read it. And a lot of people wrote some nice tributes to her. I met her very early on in her career. She actually worked at Comics and Comics, which was a chain of comic book stores in the Bay Area of California. And she worked at Berkeley, which like their flagship store, was like one of her first job in comics. And I knew her back then. And then from there, she ended up working, went to work for Comico and moved to the East Coast. And she worked with them, and ultimately ending at Dark Horse, where she worked for years. And she was just excellent at getting the very most difficult, wonderful creators to work with her. And she got them to produce work, which was really a talent. And now she teaches at various universities, and she just wrote a book recently on editing. So she's still actively doing things. But she did retire from Dark Horse from editing. But the fact that she couldn't get to the award ceremony is so sad. Right. She was planning on going to San Diego and having this be like the last time she was going to go to the Comic-Con. So, I mean, maybe she'll go next year, maybe she won't. Yeah. But she, really wanted to be there. So she's a wonderful person. I'm really sad that happened to her. But I've heard a lot of people had trouble getting to San Diego. A lot of people got there though, because my Facebook's been flooded with pictures from friends that are there and creators that are there, and like it makes me a little sad I'm not there, because I used to just love going to that convention. But there are some forces of nature that cause me not to be able to go. Mostly, commitments here. But someday I'll get back down there. I always helped with the Eisner Awards, and it's a big deal. And a lot of creators, some creators don't care that much about awards, but for some people it means a lot to them. And it's really a great night for comics, the Eisner Awards, because all the best stuff wins awards, and so that's always fun. Fun to be there and be there with the creators that created all the best stuff, and it's a really great night. But instead we're here. So there you go. All right, a few more books tonight. Dark Child #1. This is a C cover from 1996, and very fine. This is the Demon Girl cover by Rob Liefeld. And it's $8. Rob continues to be kind of a force of nature. He's still doing a lot of drawing and draws a huge crowd anytime he's at a convention. People like to make fun of him and say things about him, but he's had an amazing career and changed comics. Dark Child #2B, very fine, $3.25. Dark Child number 3B and very fine, $2.50. She's wearing her Calvin Klein underwear. That's our racy book for the night, folks.
Right.
All right. Dark Child number 4A from 1997 and fine, $2.50. And this is an unusual item that came in a collection. It is a art book from 1945, and what it is during World War II, they asked soldiers to compete in an art contest that they held at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. So soldiers all over U.S. soldiers all over the world submitted pieces of art for that contest, and then they collected them and printed them in this little book.
So,
and
cool.
so it has reproductions of all of them.
Wow.
And it will say in there like exactly who it is and where they were stationed. So it'll be like PFC Chris Ritter from La Junta Air Force. And it's a watercolor of a Jeep, so
nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
This is a very cool book.
They're really good too.
But the condition is affected by the fact that there's a stab through the book that starts there and it goes all the way through the book at the bottom. It doesn't really go through the artwork so much, but it looked like somebody stabbed it with a knife, but I don't know. Who knows what happened to it? But anyway, so I'm asking $20 for this. So if you or anyone you know collects World War II memorabilia, this is a the fact that it maybe make it cooler that it's been stabbed. It's probably been stabbed by a real life knife, during World War II. But this is the overseas edition, Armed Services edition. I've seen another version of it that was like the stateside edition.
Oh,
but this one is the overseas edition that collects all of them. That's funny. It says it's U.S. government property, not for sale.
Oh,
slightly illegal.
They're coming for
slightly
you.
illegal. Okay.
Maybe.
What does that mean? Is that from a bayonet? Could be. No, bayonet. A bayonet cut would be a slightly bigger bayonet cut, in my opinion.
But maybe a
tip of the
GI
bayonet
had it in his pocket and it saved him.
It's true. It could have been a. It could have been that saved him. Who knows?
Tried to stab him, but the book was there.
That's right. You never know. So anyway, I'm guessing they gave these out to soldiers during the war. It's very cool. But anyway, I've had it for a while and I've enjoyed looking at it, but I thought somebody else might want to enjoy looking at it too. Yeah. So let me know.
A cool piece of history.
Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna find. We get all kinds of interesting stuff around here. Yeah, it saved him.
It's right.
Could be. People are walking around right now because their grandpa was saved by that book.
Yeah.
That's always possible. All right. Here's some more comics. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 90 from 2000 and very fine is $40. Elvira 121 from 2003 and very fine, $40. And number 123 and very fine, $40. These are like the earlier Elviras from Claypool Comics. They're just really tough to find. We have a lot of less expensive Elviras in the bin, including the current series that are coming out now, if anyone's looking. Oh, this is a Fathom convention limited edition swimsuit special. They only made 500 of them for the convention season in 2005. And it has a new color cover by Michael Turner with Peter Steigerwald. And so it's a special foil logo, special cover edition of Fathom, $50 with a certificate of authenticity. Fear Agent number 1 this is a Diamond Summit exclusive from 2005 and very fine. This is running $60. I think it's cool because it goes from black and white to color on the very same cover.
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, the Nightmare Warriors. This is a combination Wildstorm Dynamite Entertainment comic from 2009. Number 2 is running $25. Number 3 is also $25. Number 4 is $25. Godzilla, Rulers of Earth, number 21 from 2015. This one's running $25. That's a great cover. Very detailed.
Yeah, those Godzilla ones are cool.
I Hate This Place, issue 1 from Image Comics. This is the Comics Pro exclusive edition. So it's only available to retailers that went to Comics Pro were able to get one copy of this. So there aren't very many of them. $40. Oh, it's Jonah Vasquez, isn't it? I Feel Sick, number 1. $30 in near mint for number 1 of this. It also comes with a postcard, that promo postcard. First printing, 1999. So this is Jonah Vasquez, creator of Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Also a swell fellow. I met him very early on at San Diego Con, and he's always been like super nice guy. So we always supported his work and carried a ton of his comics over the years.
That's good.
Yeah.
The art is really... It's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It's creepy.
But it's funny.
Really, I mean,
These books are
great.
very funny.
Yeah, it's really good.
Number 1 in very fine, 25. I guess this is the same without the postcard and slightly lower condition.
Yeah.
And then we have a number 2 that's a first print near mint from 2000, $22. And that belongs to somebody else. All right. What was that? Metal Comics. What do you mean by that, Adam? Are you talking about the Batman metal comics or comics about heavy metal comics or heavy metal bands or comics that have metallic covers? I'm not sure. We have all of those.
Right.
So, I don't know if we can dig them up in time. So tell me what you're looking for.
Metal bands.
We have a section.
Yeah, we have a section, so I know it could be
I think you might mean metal
the,
chromium covers. We have a ton of comics with metal covers. So if you have any particular thing you're looking for. Oh, heavy metal bands. Okay. Let's see. We will pull our music section and we will show you what we got real quick. It's still over there. Yeah. We're next to where the Jungle Books used to be.
Yeah. Yes.
This is a signed by the artist Rob Pryor, Todd McFarlane production Predator print. So it's not a comic, but actually a print, and it's $20. Okay. Well, these aren't all heavy metal.
No, just the top 2 aren't. This is the Beatles, but
all right, we got music comics in general.
Yes.
We do have some rock and roll comics of the Beatles. Number 7, $4 and very good. Number 2, $6 and fine. Insane Clown Posse. We have number 1 signed in fine, $14. Signed by my husband who wrote this. Jesse Leo McCann, writer of this.
Uncle Jesse.
And we have here's a very fine copy, $18. Not signed, but it could be signed. All you have to do is ask me. Kiss Psycho Circus, number 1 in fine is $5. Got a bunch of Kiss books. Let me know if you're looking for Kiss books.
And then I guess
here we go.
Iron Maiden is probably...
There we go. Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast, number 1, Night City. This one's $4. Number 1, also Night City. I guess this one. Oh, this is volume 2. Okay, these are both volume 2, number 5.
Yeah, those are sick.
And that one's $4 also. Yeah. And then we have Prince. Second printing, fine, number 1, $18.
Not heavy metal.
So not heavy metal, but that was what we had in our music bin at the moment.
Prince is still a good guitarist.
So we anytime we get some, we stick them in that music bin. So please ask again, and we'll show you what we got.
Pretty popular.
Yeah, the Iron Maidens, we had a lot, and we sold them. And over the years, we've had like a lot of the revolutionary comics, which were like autobiography type, or not autobiography, biography of different bands, and like they did a lot of heavy metal bands, but we just don't happen to have them in the bin at this moment. But we will eventually dig them up. So just check back with us on that. Alrighty. This is a ROM from IDW. Looks like this is a San Diego Comic-Con Diamond Retailer exclusive, and it's $25 from 2016. That's ROM number 1. Oh, you're welcome, Adam. Anytime. Got a Spawn number 135 in fine, $30. Spawn 188 in very fine, $34. Number 189 in very fine, $38. Number 289 in fine, $40. All these Spawns are so difficult to fill in if you're trying to collect them.
Yeah, Spawn is like
the print runs
super hot.
Yeah, and the print runs were really small between issue 100 and 300. They were just really small print runs and tough to fill in. We've had in a couple of collections of them, and people come from all over the country, and when they're here visiting, they like clean us out. So we don't have too much left, but these are some of the nicer ones. 306A is in very fine is going for $30. So then they started printing a lot more of them around number 300, but now the print runs are starting to drop again because the sales of the new comic have dropped because there's 4 different titles now, and so we're starting to see subscribers drop them. Not really because the comics aren't good, but because there's just so many comics coming out, and so we've had a few people cut back on which titles they're getting, and so that just means those are going to be the expensive ones in a few years. So there you go. 306C from 2020 is $40. The Virgin cover.
There's still any last minute requests, guys?
Yeah, only got another minute.
Yeah,
so if there's anything you need, let us know right now. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, number 1 from 1999, and very fine. It's $25, and this is a Dynamic Forces exclusive alternative cover. And they made 5,000 of them, which by today's standards sounds like a lot, but at that time was limited edition. Yeah, because they used to print so many more comics back then. But yeah, so this one comes with the certificate of authenticity, and it's still
definitely big because there's probably some small press that don't even print much more than that.
Oh, they don't print that much, and they actually have to go to a different printer because the big printer that prints most of the stuff, like for DC, they can't print runs that small. They're just like, we can't. Well, no, the presses are too fast. Right. Like I went to see when they got a new press years ago. I was up there, and they literally there's a switch, and they had to switch that switch on, and that started the press. And when they did that, to print like the whole print run of a comic, they would literally turn the switch on and then turn the switch off, and out came the other end, like thousands of copies. Wild. And it was just like, oh goodness. And it was a big, the process is long, and so because they have to print all the pages, right? And it's just like the computer, it's all computerized, and it just goes through, and then all the collation and all the stapling. It's amazing that comics come out the way they do. Yeah, the manufacturing of comics is wild. And loud, because printing presses are very loud. But now a lot of stuff's done. They do all the color separations on the computer. When the first time I went to the printer, they did it all by hand, and so they had a whole department of people doing color separations. And then, but when we went back, that whole area was gone. Because now it's been replaced by people on computers in other parts of the world doing it. So they don't have to be in the noisy printing place doing that kind of work. So Yeah, progress. Sometimes it's good. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen #1 for $19.99 and Very Fine is $20. Yeah, I think the thing that was there were two things about the printer that were very interesting with comics. One is that they really do have the 4 colors that they always talk about.
Oh, yeah.
4 color, like when comics first came out, they were called 4 colors. And they really do have giant ink vats of the 4 colors that make up comics. And the other thing is that the printing presses are so big that the rolls of paper that they use have to come in by train, and the train actually goes right through the through the printer. So like a train comes in and they offload these humongous rolls of paper and they put them directly on the printing presses.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So it's an amazing place to visit. I've been blessed to get to visit a couple times up in Montreal, and just super cool stuff.
Nice.
Well, we've come to the end of our time. Thank you so much for everybody for joining us. I really appreciate everybody who commented, and of course, people who claim things. I really appreciate that. I'd also like to thank our producer, Jay, for doing his awesome job that he always does, and for Ricky for being here with me tonight, and everybody who liked and shared. We really appreciate that too. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. We will be back again next week here on The Experience at the same time. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.